Hey, welcome! Today we're going to move past all the hype and buzz around artificial intelligence and actually get practical. We're opening up the AI Toolbox to show you the essential tools and platforms that can totally transform how your team gets work done.
So, let me ask you a question right off the bat. Is your business really truly ready for what's happening right now? Because, AI isn't some sci-fi concept anymore. It's quickly becoming the new operational backbone for any company that wants to stay in the game.
And look, this isn't just a feeling people have. The data is absolutely crystal clear on this. A huge 79% of executives agree adopting AI isn't just a nice to have anymore. It's what you need to do to compete. And that feeling, that necessity, we're calling it the AI imperative. The best way to think about it is like a toolbox, right? A collection of really powerful, specialized tools that can fix your biggest headaches, build amazing new things, and just make every single job more efficient.
The biggest shift we're seeing is that this toolbox isn't just locked away in the IT department anymore. Nope, it's being opened up by HR to find the best talent, by sales to really get what customers want, and by security to fight off threats. It's literally showing up everywhere.
So, where do you even start? Well, it all begins with smarter collaboration. I mean, if your teams can't communicate well, none of the other fancy tools are going to matter, right? So let's open that first drawer in the toolbox and look at communication.
Just think about the daily grind for a second. How much of your day is wasted trying to remember what was decided in that meeting last week, or digging through chats to find that one document? AI tools are built to kill that information overload. They can take an hour-long call and boil it down to the key action items, help you draft a perfect email in seconds, and basically act like a search engine for your team's collective brain.
And this is not some pie-in-the-sky future thing. 3/4, 75% of us are already using these kinds of tools at work. A lot of the time, we don't even notice. They're just seamlessly built into the platforms we live in every day, like Microsoft Teams, Slack, or Outlook.
So once these tools are in place, they become this incredible productivity force multiplier. And the idea behind it is so simple, but it is so powerful. What if every single one of your employees had their own little army of digital assistants working for them 24/7?
So here's what that actually looks like in practice. AI steps in and takes over all that monotonous busy work that just drains our energy. The data entry, the endless back and forth to schedule a meeting, writing first drafts, sorting emails. By handling all of that, it frees up your team to focus on what people do best, solving the hard problems and coming up with the next big idea.
And the impact here is something you can actually measure. It's not just a feeling of being more productive, the numbers back it up. Companies that use AI extensively report 72% higher productivity. Compare that to just 55% for those who barely use it. I mean, that is a huge competitive edge.
So, moving beyond just individual productivity, AI is supercharging the actual foundations of a business. Let's look at two totally critical areas: how you find and keep amazing people, and how you protect your entire organization from all the digital threats out there.
Okay, first up, human resources. AI has kind of quietly become a major player in recruiting. It's pretty much a 50-50 split now, with just over half of all companies using it to find and hire people. It can sift through thousands of resumes in minutes, which frees up HR pros to focus on the part that really matters, the human connection.
All right, now let's pivot over to cybersecurity. The big problem for security teams today is that they are just completely outmatched. The speed, the volume of modern cyber threats, it's just too much for human analysts to track by themselves.
And this is where AI is an absolute game changer. Without it, containing a data breach takes on average 277 days. But with AI, that number drops all the way to 169. That's 108 days faster. That is nearly 4 months. In the world of cybersecurity, that is an eternity. And of course, that speed translates directly to money. Faster containment means huge savings. We're talking an average of $1.8 million per data breach. When you see numbers like that, investing in AI security becomes a total no-brainer.
Okay, so we've seen how AI strengthens a company from the inside out. But what about the most important people for any business, the customers? Well, AI is completely revolutionizing customer engagement by making it possible to deliver instant, personalized service to everyone, all at once.
And the trend here is just, wow, it's undeniable. A staggering 80% of companies are planning to use AI chatbots for customer service in the very near future. Why? Well, they can provide 24/7 support, answer common questions in a heartbeat, and free up human agents to handle the really tricky issues.
But it goes so much deeper than just answering questions.
AI can perform what's called sentiment analysis, which is a fancy way of saying it can read through thousands of reviews and social media posts to figure out the overall mood of your customers. It can spot a growing problem in real time, basically giving you a constant pulse on your market. It's incredible!
So we've looked at all these powerful tools inside the AI Toolbox. Now let's talk about how you can start building your own. Here's a really simple, actionable framework to get you started.
Really? It all comes down to 3 steps. First, identify. Don't just chase shiny new tech, solve a real problem. Figure out where your biggest headaches are. Second, experiment. Start small. Pick one of those problems and run a little pilot project to prove that an AI tool can help. And finally, and this is so important, upscale. Invest in your people. Train them to work with these new systems.
Because that is the whole point of all of this. This is not about replacing people. It is about augmenting human talent. It's about taking away all that boring, repetitive work so that your team can focus on the high-value, creative, and strategic stuff that actually pushes the business forward. So as we wrap up, I'll just leave you with this one question to think about. When you look at your own team, at your own challenges, and your own goals, what's the very first tool you're going to add to your AI toolbox?